Hello and welcome, guys. We are here to begin a new match, and the list that you see on screen here, the one that we will be playing through the 5 matches against our opponents here, there's nothing particularly special going on with it. It's kind of my usual list. You'll notice that it's a little lower on Ancient Stirrings than I oftentimes am, and instead we've got the one Tireless Tracker and the Pact of Negation. This has been a change that I've been liking quite a bit recently. We also tried a list where we played a Tireless Tracker over the 4th Explorer, but I think that maybe just having one Tireless Tracker in the main board for the cases that we don't have a Pact or a Titan to play, or a Tolaria West to search, or we just need more time to set ourselves up for our Titan. Like, let's say if we need to get an additional land or two into play to be able to trigger field as soon as our Titan comes into play, well, we'll have Tracker to fill those gaps, and we played with 2 in the main board previously, and it felt quite promising, actually. I did briefly consider even trimming these last 2 Ancient Stirrings to play, say, another Azusa and another Tracker, but I decided that that's not really my move for today. So there's that. In the sideboard, we have, again, nothing terribly different. This all feels like stock to me, pretty much. Like, this is the 75 I'd be most likely to register for some kind of event upcoming, which is interesting because I do actually finally have enough of these qualifier points to play in whatever the MTGO event is that requires 40 qualifier points. I forget what it is. I don't know. I've never played in one before, but say it's a preliminary or something. I think it's like a preliminary. I could see myself potentially running a list in a preliminary and recording the matches, assuming that that is something that is within my scheduled availability. So we'll see on that one in the future, but I just figured it would be interesting to mention here. So if that's something that you guys have interest in watching, then let me know. And that is something that can be planned for the future potentially. But as of right now, we are just playing what I like to call the bread and butter amulet. Everything at just the maximum copies, pretty much. I love me some Explore, so let's go ahead and get casting this 2-mana sorcery, hopefully, and we'll see how we can do in the games. Alright, we have our match against Imposter Batman. He's not the real one. Let's see, we can lead on Garenbrig into Ghost Quarter to get an Explorer on turn 2. We have Titan mana with this Garenbrig. We have a Dryad as a threat, and we're on the draw to find more Titans. I think this is fine. It's gonna be slow if our opponent's playing some kind of combo deck, and it might be a little weak to discard, but I mean, it has the pieces we're looking for. I suppose we could potentially get a better 6 if we were to mulligan, but I like to gamble on hands like this, personally. And we're playing against Bogles, which is interesting. I found Bogles to be a relatively good matchup. That said, we are on kind of a slower hand here, so not being able to attack with your Titan the turn that it comes into play is a pretty big detriment against Bogles, I would say. Not having an Amulet out to be able to transmute a Tolaria West for explosives the same turn that you search for it off of a Titan trigger can be quite difficult as well, so we'll see here. But the fact that we do have a full 2 copies of Engineered Explosives, I say full 2 copies as if that's a lot. I mean, that's not terribly a lot. We are playing 2, though, which is nice, and one of them is main board, so we have the ability to search for that here if we ever get to that point. So, we shall see. It looks like our opponent might have mulligan down to 6 here, just by the number of cards I see. Interesting. So, we'll go ahead and play out the second green source here, and we'll cast this Explorer, get that going. And I guess we're playing Growth Chamber here. We still want to make sure we have all of our green sources in play for activating Garenbrig. So yeah, let's just go with this. This upcoming turn we can play Dryad and Grazer all out at the same time. So if they don't have the what is it? Spirit Mantle? I forget what the name of the card is. It's a 2-mana enchantment that gives protection from creatures. If they don't have that one, then we can block with a Grazer and potentially a Dryad as well to gain us some time here. This looks like it might be a Daybreak Coronet. That would be quite annoying. Oh, another Ethereal Armor. Well, I mean, if we can manage to draw an Engineered Explosives here or a Tolaria West, we're looking pretty good. That is a 10-10 First striking Boggle. Okay, okay. Believe it or not, it is not impossible to race that one. So we can play the Dryad, play Forest, play Grazer, and Boros Garrison in to pick up the Forest, perhaps. I don't know if that'll leave us an extra land drop to play the Stirrings. We'll see. If we play the Garrison out first, then we end up having to pick up one of these two lands, which I don't love. So let's go ahead and play the Dryad. We'll play out the Forest, and we'll float the mana. And we'll play the Garrison Picket. No, we needed to Grazer that in, I think. Oh, whatever. We can pick up the Garenbrig. I suppose it doesn't really make a difference. I think there might have been a way for me to play this turnout where I got to play the Stirrings as well, but I kind of botched it, so you live and you learn, I guess. And I guess here we'll get the Field of the Dead into play. If we put the Forest in, then we won't have to play a green source in order to activate this Garenbrig, but I think it's going to be fine if our play is going to be Forest and then cast a Titan, assuming we draw one. Having an additional green source in play might be useful if we need Stirrings this upcoming turn. However, it doesn't matter. The Dryad's going to let us tap this field for a mana of any color anyways, so. Now let's just hope they don't have the 2-mana one. What is it? Spirit Mantle? Umbral Mantle? I don't remember the name of the card. Hopefully they don't remind us here. Spirit Dancer, that's fine. Now an Engineered Explosives doesn't quite clear their board. Hey, they can give this guy flying, but we have a blocker with reach. Yeah, we need to be able to kill them this upcoming turn, or play and blow explosives on one. They're not even attacking? That's really odd. Okay. So no Titan. We can play Valcut and a land and be able to shoot something, and we have an additional turn due to the fact that they didn't just attack there. So that's interesting. I'm gonna lead on the Ancient Stirrings, I guess, here, to see if we can find a Talaria West. No Talaria West. No Amulet. No nothing. Nothing good. I guess a bounce land is not the worst. I guess we'll take a bounce land. Huh. Okay, so I guess we're going for the Valakut line. And we can Bog, I guess. Sure. And we'll stack the Bog first, and then we'll shoot the Core Spirit Dancer here, if I can actually get to it. This way, it'll kill the Spirit Dancer, and then the Bog will exile it. So, that's good. As if it matters. And I guess we're just passing. Yep. Not attacking into their 14-13 first strike, so. It's fortunate for us that they most likely misclicked and did not attacking there. Sacrificing Canopy. I'm okay with that. If we can draw a Valakut here, well, we will have, not a Valakut, a Vesuva here, then we will have lethal. They don't have trample. Nope. Why are they not attacking into the Grazer? They should definitely be attacking. I feel like they're making a very unusual line of plays here. So, we can, if we try to go for a line that kills, oh wait, we can't even target the Slippery Boggle. What am I talking about? So I guess we're just trying to Valakut their face here. That seems worth it to me, I guess. And now we have some zombies to, I guess, represent some additional damage coming through. It's not like they're going to block their flying dude, so. Go. If we had one additional land drop here, we would actually have lethal, but yeah, they should definitely be attacking with this guy. I don't know why they are not. Now, it's probably too late. They need to have the unblockable aura, or they're just dead, so I guess they could have a path as well. That would be pretty annoying. Rancor. Trample? Ugh, no. That's not good. Man, if only they were at 1 point lower, because then we'd be able to get them with a Valakut. Okay, well. Maybe they'll crack a fetch land or something. Nope. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about this. Man, that's a shame. Alright, what would we have drawn? Explorer. Okay. Not like it matters. Well, let's see if we can pick up these next couple games. I'm going to bring in a few Dismembers because they are good against Spirit Dancers. It's good to have a few outs to Spirit Dancer, in my opinion. And Beast Within can also kill some of their annoying enchantments. I don't know if we want 3 Beast Withins for that, though. I like Tracker to play around some paths. Rex Sage is obviously a good value. Force of Vigor, same thing. Baloth probably doesn't matter. Let's see. So Explorer is going to be a little too slow for this matchup. Pact Mitigation seems a little unnecessary. If we're searching for it to back up our Primeval Titan, then I think there's better things we could be doing. I didn't check to see if they had revealed a Luris. I know previously Bogles has played Luris, but I'm going to go ahead and side out the Bajuka Bog anyways, just because usually it's not the most useful land. If they are playing Luris, it might be worth it to have the Bog, but we'll see. We can trim 1 Summoner's Pact, seeing as 1 Titan is generally enough against them. Grazer is going to be good. Stirrings is good to help find explosives or Talaria West. I don't know how great Azusa is. Let's go down to 2 Beast Withins and maybe only 2 Dismembers as well, just to have a few outs, but not to be overloaded on this effect. I don't think it would be terrible to have a 3rd Dismember, though, actually, but we'll go like this. We do need to kill 1 more card here. I don't know what it would be. We could trim 1 actual Primeval Titan. That seems weird, though. I guess it's just the Azusa. Or maybe 1 Stirrings. Nah, I like Stirrings, though. Let's trim the 1 Azusa, I guess. We just need to make sure we keep in mind that we don't have the Azusa in the main deck if we're trying to go for a Summoner's Pact line that sets up an Azusa kill. They're very uncommon, I would say, but it is still possible. This hand, not striking me as being the best one. I think we can do better on 6. Alright, well, we kept our Amulet right where it was. We have a turn 2 Dryad. We have a Talaria West to find Engineer Explosives. So, yeah, we'll keep this. Do we want this Beast Within, or do we want to ship it and keep an extra land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would represent Titan mana. The Beast Within could also kill a land to keep them like really far behind, but I think that the Talaria West getting Engineered Explosives is going to be more than enough to deal with what they're doing, so let's bottom the Beast Within, I think. Just guarantee that we have our land drops here. And we'll go ahead and play Stronghold into Amulet on 1. Planning most likely to play Crumbling Vestige on 2. We'll see, we'll see. Here's their turn 1 Boggle. White mana. I was going to say, that doesn't cast a Boggle. There's the Dismember coming to haunt us a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this Dryad into play. I'm going to opt to keep the Crumbling Vestige in hand, I think, just so that we can guarantee we have an untapped source here. And we'll pick up the Growth Chamber here. We're probably going to need to use this Growth Chamber to pick up this Talaria West anyways, so we'll play the T-West. And now, if they decide to go for a Spirit Dancer, we have Dismember for it. If they don't, and we draw Titan, we can cast it this upcoming turn. If they start suiting up a Boggle, we can transmute for Engineered Explosives. So, I will be right back. I gotta get the light real quick. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for that slight disturbance. Ethereal Armor, not a big problem, not a big problem. Could be holding up Path to Exile here. They might be debating whether or not to play another enchantment. That's fine. Well, we're not blocking with our Dryad, that's for sure. This guy is way too valuable. Do we want to go ahead and settle in on this engineered explosives or not? Titan. It's not Titan. Okay, well, we have access to 4, 5, 6 mana this turn, so we could transmute and play explosives on one and blow it up, but then we're killing our amulet as well. We also don't have to blow it up immediately. Let's see, if we play this, tap 3 to get a Dryad, then we have 4, 5 mana, which is just short of blowing in explosives, which is kind of sad. So if we're doing the explosives things, we can't play Dryad this turn. I don't know if that's going to be a problem, though. Odd. Okay, so I think we're going to be playing Vestige into Simic Growth Chamber to pick up the Talari West and transmute it. And then we'll hold up the colorless Vestige and Stronghold during their turn, so we can blow explosives on one if we need to. That seems fine. And this one will make a blue this time. Usually it's a green, but alas, that is not the case this particular time. 6, 3, yeah. So let's go ahead and pick up this Talari West. I guess we can't quite hold up the explosives for their turn, because we have to... Oh, wait, we can use one of these colored mana to play the explosives after transmuting and hold it up still, yeah, so this is good. Let's just use the blue, I guess. I mean, we are now out of Titan mana. We would need to draw another bounce land or like a Garen Rig or something, but that's fine. And I mean, a bounce land only works if we don't blow the explosives, so we'll see what they do here. If they use their turn to invest in a core Spirit Dancer, I might just let that happen. Dryad Arbor A. We'll see what they do. There's a core Spirit Dancer. So we can, in fact, dismember that one. I mean, that's obviously going to resolve. Is it worth it to take the 5 here? I think so. We'll actually be taking 7 because we want to dismember this core. So going down to 8, that seems fine to me. Yeah, we'll allow this to happen. Let's go ahead and cast this Dismember now, I guess, just so that if they have some crazy way to make... Oh, wait, hold on. This one needs to be a black. If they have some crazy way to trigger Court Spirit Dancer, I don't think there are any 0 mana enchantments, but I guess it's technically correct to do this, so we'll go ahead and yield to this turn. I think it's not going to be the end of the world to have to hold up this explosives for this upcoming turn, so here we can play out our other Dryad as well. And we can swing for 2. I don't know if I did that last turn. I intended to, but I don't recall if we actually did or not. We'll swing. And now we are holding up explosives on one again. I could see a line where we just chump with the Dryad and see what we top deck, but I mean, if we do that, we're still not casting a Titan just yet, so we might just want to go ahead and blow this explosives this turn. Just commit to it. We'll let them attack. Can we go to 3? I don't see a reason to, in all honesty. Although this might delay them from playing another creature for another turn if we wait. Nah, let's just blow it. Let's just get this explosives out of here. We'll see if there's a way for us to become punished for it. It'll be interesting if we draw another Talari West. because then it's the question of, do we plan to chump block a Boggle and just top deck a land to cast Titan, or do we try to get another Explosives on 1 in play if we top deck a Talari West, that is? How about another Dryad? Well, there's not much we can do here. We could haste. No, we can't haste the new Dryad. We need additional land. So, and they would gain 4 anyway, so we'd be trading a Dryad for them to gain 4 and take 4 damage, so that would be a losing proposition anyways. I mean, we're definitely playing the Dryad, that's for sure, but we're actually looking pretty bad this particular setup. Which is funny, because I feel like we had everything we needed this game, and it just somehow didn't play out the way you would expect. Like, we had the Talari West for Engineered Explosives. We had the Dismember for their Spirit Dancer. We have Dryads, and we have lands, so... Our opponent says, extra lands for days. You don't even know. I mean, you do you. It's your deck. It's pretty funny. Another Coronet A. Okay. I don't even know what we could top deck here. I mean, we have to chump, top deck a Titan or land, and then chump again and top deck another Titan or land, and they have to not have the trample enchantment or the one that gives protection from creatures. Well, I guess we could also top deck a Talari West or an Engineered Explosives as well. Okay, that's a Titan. Is there anything else this pack gets? Could get Rex Sage. I think it's just gonna have to be a Titan, though. Well, I mean, we could cast it to kill a Daybreak Coronet. That doesn't really achieve much. We'll just pass. While we're passing, I'm gonna go check the deck list real quick. Well, hold on. Let me actually pass. There we go. So, we have the Rex Sage. We have Titans. We sided the Zeus out. There's nothing else really. I guess we could get Grazer to play around them having the flying one, Griffspoon. Oh, we're not to blockers just yet. Alright, we need a bounce land or an untapped source. And that way we can play a Titan, but what we do from there, I'm not really sure. Beast Within. Well, now we can... No, we can't pack for Rest Sage and Beast Within, because if we could kill the Coronet and then the Keen Sense, and the other Coronet would fall off because it has to have Coronet plus another enchantment. But we're 1 away from doing that, sadly. We could block with our Dryad and then Beast Within our own Dryad to have an additional blocker, so we get 2 more turns. Assuming they don't have that annoying trample one. No guarantees on that. I mean, there's not much we can do here. We just have to pass, I guess. We could also Beast Within our own land and hope to top deck, like, the Crumbly Vestige, and hope to top deck a Garen Brig. Awkward. We could Beast Within a Coronet and then just take the 4. Ethereal Armor. That one's really annoying. Because now we don't have that option at our disposal. We could Beast Within the Ethereal Armor and take, what was it, 7? 3, wait, this is +3/+3, right? So 3, 6, 7. And go to 1. No, I don't think that's going to cut it. I think our best line, I guess, is going to be to Beast Within our Crumbling Vestige and hope to top deck a Garen Brig, because that way we can... No, we won't even... Yeah, we can get triggers from Valakut, but we won't get any blockers from Field of Dead. This is a bad situation all around. That way we could also draw Engineered Explosives on 1, or the Talari West for it. So, because we need to keep our Dryad in play, I think. It really sucks, but... It's either going down to 1 by hitting the Ethereal Armor, or... that's not the worst, actually, because then if we top deck a land that lets us cast Titan, we can make 2 blockers, and assuming they don't have trample, we can chump block this and the beast, or even double block the beast with our Dryad or something. Man, that feels really awkward, but I think it's gonna be the play. I'll do it now, because if they have some kind of interaction, I guess. I don't know what they would have. Probably nothing, to be honest. We'll go to 1. We need to top deck. We need to top deck some sort of mana source. Garenbrig, bounce land, untapped land. That's fine. Oh, or an engineered explosives would still be good. Alright, deck. Ugh, that's not it. That is not it. Let's see, if we pack for a Rex Sage, we blow up a Coronet, chump this, block here, and still take lethal. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do here. Unfortunate. Good games, opponent. We were 1 card away. Oh well. Alright, well, that was match 1. Felt weird to me. I really felt like something unusual happened, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll watch it back in post, doing some editing and whatnot, and I'll kind of get an idea for what went wrong. I don't know, it just felt like a very winnable game, and then, I don't know. Well, if you found some enjoyment out of this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps me. Hopefully it helps you. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I will see you for match 2. This is Redface Menace, signing off.